and welcome to the Girl on the Red Couch. I'm Danielle. Today we're going to be talking about a word that many know its definition, but whom a very few understand what it really means in relation to themselves. All right? Now, I have in my hand a box, and if you look at this box, you can tell that it is a decorative box. I got it from one of these home stores. But if I hadn't told you that, you can see that the box is laden with silver sequins, and it is also covered in pearls. All right. Now, if I were to open it, there's nothing in it. But if I were to open it also, you can see that it's lined with a silver metallic lining. All right. Nothing in it. But if I were to use this box to put things into it, because of the way it looks, I would think maybe I could store my jewelry in it. I could think maybe I could store some sentimental pictures in it. Maybe I can store some trinkets that mean a lot to me, simply because when I look at the box screams that magic word. The box says something just because of the way it looks. Now, the word of the day today is value. This box looks valuable. And so when we think about the word valuable, as a matter of fact, we think our mind immediately goes to a monetary item, materialistic. Oh, this must be valuable because it is beautiful. This must be valuable because this watch must be valuable because it is diamond encrusted. That bag must be valuable because it looks like it is made by one of the couture handbag houses, right? We immediately, when we hear that word value, think about how much something costs. But very seldom, myself included, until I started to study it out, do we think about value as it relates to us and what it is, those things that we have to offer those in our immediate circle as well as outside of it. Now, it is difficult for some people to grasp value as it relates to themselves. I mean, let's face it. We live in a world that is negativity laden. Our language, the shows that we watch, the music that we listen to, let's be honest. The attitude that some people have, social media, you look at some of the stories that are posted, whether it's sad, whether it's joyous, people like to ridicule, opinions are very high, people like to give insults, negative. And so if you are trying to find your value in the public's eye, or if you are trying to assess your value based on what is going on in our society, it would be very difficult. At the same time, the Lord is saying to you, to all of us, you are valuable because I made you. You are valuable because you're here. Intrinsically, you're valuable, not because of how pretty you may be, not because of the shape that you may have, not because of how many times you go to work out or how clean you eat. You are valuable because I have placed in you a purpose and a calling that no one else can fulfill. Now, one of the things when I think about the awesomeness of our Creator is that He has given us modalities, functionalities, so that we can impact our environment. He has given us our mind to wonder, to study. He has given us our eyes to see, to alert us of things that are good, to alert us of also things that are bad. He has given us our ears to hear, similarly, good things, bad things. He has given us our mouth to speak, our hands to serve, our feet to go. We're not stationary. We can go, right? But many people forsake those modalities in loss and confusion because sadly, they do not know their own self-worth. And so as a result of that, that purpose that God has placed within them is lost to those whom He has called them to impact. I ask you the serious question: who are you robbing because you're listening to all the naysayers? You're listening to those who tell you you should not wear your heart on your sleeve, but rather you should buck up and walk with a chip on your shoulder. Who are you robbing of your service, of your blessings, of your feet to go to? Because you would much rather live in a world of negativity than be that odd man out or odd woman out to say, God has called me to do something. Let me get to it. You see, the Psalms tell us, David sang to the Lord and said, I am fearfully and wonderfully made, and my soul knows it very well. And I will tell you this, your soul will not rest, and you will forever be in a state of flux until you start to function in the call that God has gifted you. You are inherently valuable, my beloveds. Not because Danielle says so, but because God, your creator, made it that way. It is my prayer for you that one, you will forsake all of the negativity in your surroundings. Two, that you will cry out to the Lord and say, God, who do you say that I am? And three, that you will get to it, that you will start walking in your purpose, that you will stop robbing those whom God has called you to impact. And finally, it is my prayer that you will take to heart your intrinsic value. How can I say this? And stop giving credence to who the world says that you are. Until next time, this is Danielle. Please be well. See you soon.